Hi there, Justin Pritchard here in the 2018 Chevrolet Cruze, which now has something exciting and interesting to offer long-distance drivers thanks to a just-launched turbo diesel engine option. So I thought we would take a look at how that engine is and what it does to this car as a package through some examination of its strengths and weaknesses, and there are a couple of each. So let's get started, but a fair warning and a little apology first. I did get a little bit carried away with this intro. So sorry for all of that. Anyways, for model year 2018, this 1.6-liter turbo diesel engine has become available. Tick the box on your order sheet to access highway fuel efficiency as low as 4.6 liters per 100 clicks. The figure says Chevrolet that's the lowest of any non-hybrid or electric car in Canada. You get silly good mileage, lots of cruising range for all-day driving without stopping for fuel, and also 137 horses backed by a punchy 240 pounds of torque. A quiet grumble and slight vibration are the subtly muted signs that you've got diesel power under the hood, and both sensations are relatively difficult to detect unless you're hunting for them. Most of the time, little gives this power plant's fuel source away. I know a lot of gasoline 4-cylinder engines that are rougher and noisier than this diesel, and you get auto stop to kill idling and the 9-speed automatic to further improve mileage and performance. So, it performs well, probably better than you think, especially from low revs, and if you haven't driven a modern diesel, this one's a great example of how smooth and quiet and refined that they've become. But gas engines have been coming along in recent years too, and the difference in fuel consumption between the diesel engine and Cruze's standard gasoline turbo engine is minimal. The diesel only uses about 1 liter per 100 kilometers less than the gas engine on the highway, and in the city, the advantage of going diesel is negligible. Less than half a liter per 100 clicks separates the two engines here. But with the diesel, you do get all of that extra torque. All said, Cruze's diesel engine may make the most sense for those spending most of their driving on the highway. And it's here on longer highway drives where a set of standout features and attributes furthers this machine's position as a good pick for the long-distance driver. The Cruze hatch feels durable, heavy, and robust. Though it's a small car, it's not pushed around easily by crosswinds. It feels dense and solid on rougher surfaces, and it maintains an appreciably quiet ride at the speed limit and beyond. It's quieter than a comparable Honda Civic hatchback at highway speeds and feels slightly more solid beneath you, too. To me, this car does a pretty top-notch job of handling really rough roads without feeling delicate or flimsy. Featured content for travels away from home is top-notch. My favorites included the integrated OnStar wireless communication system for push-button access to real-life emergency help and assistance. If you've got maybe a younger driver in the family who's going to take this out of town on longer trips, or you just want the backup of being linked by GPS and integrated cellular connections wherever you go, it's like an electronic guardian angel. In fact, it can even call for an ambulance and transmit your coordinates after a crash, and even if you can't, or if you don't know where you are, or if you don't have your phone with you.
Connecting to OnStar.
Focus speaking. Good morning. How can I help?
Hey, can I get directions to Mr. Berger in Oshawa?
Certainly. Mr. Berger, searching for you. In Oshawa on Bloor Street West.
That's the one, yeah.
All right, I'll send it to the vehicle. So enjoy the restaurant and be safe out there, and I'll send it now.
Your OnStar call has ended. Goodbye.
And so now, without having to take my eyes off the road or my hands off the wheel or to pull over and search for the destination and plug it in, I've just pressed the OnStar button, connected with Marcia, I think we were talking to, in about 10 seconds, told her where I want it to go. She searches it out, keys it in, sends it directly to my navigation screen, and now I've got my route here showing me where I need to go. And all of that without any distraction or any effort on my part. Technology. Built-in Wi-Fi was also appreciated. This turns the Cruze hatch into a mobile hotspot on the go using a built-in cellular connection. If you've got passengers who want to stay connected but don't have a cell phone data plan, this is easy to appreciate. Further, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay provide easy, voice-commanded access to key smartphone functions like navigation, communication, and media playback with minimal distraction. No need to learn a new interface, and no need to take your eyes off the road. In any case, all you've ever got to do in here to send a text or check traffic conditions or plot a navigation destination or play a certain tune or to check the weather forecast is just tap a button and talk. Simple. Any information, contact, or media you might want is right at your fingertips instantly, no need to use your eyes, and I really love that. So, good performance, very good fuel economy, and a hearty handful of features that are easy to appreciate at all times, especially when traveling for hours on end in new and unfamiliar locales. Functionally, Cruze is easily boarded and exited by front seat occupants of most sizes, most of whom will find themselves surrounded by adequate levels of at-hand storage, proper cup holders, and several recharging points for mobile electronics. Rear seat occupants will have generous space in most directions, especially legroom, but just watch your head getting in thanks to that sloping rear roofline. Cargo hold is deep, wide, and flexible, though a thick lip at the edge of the cargo load floor area will complicate jumping in and out for some family canines, and it means gear has to be lifted up and over rather than slid straight in. So far a good little car that's extra good on fuel and one that's got the feel and tuning of its ride nicely dialed in and has some great features to help you stay on course and connected on the move, but a few gripes do dull the appeal. Specifically, the cabin looks nice from a glance but disappoints in some areas on closer inspection. There are a few too many low-budget elements, including these turn signal and wiper stalks that look like something straight out of a 2003 Chevy Cobalt. Ditto the stereo control knobs, which feel loose, and parts of the instrument cluster display, which look just sort of dull. And these covers for the charge ports up here look like something from a work truck. Simply, the interior here just fails to generate that modern and upscale feel via smaller details that's more or less becoming the norm in this segment. Now, this is a 2018 model year vehicle, and some of those issues might be fixed for a scheduled 2019 model year update. But still, at my loaded tester's $32,000 price tag, I was definitely expecting a little bit more from this cabin. Go have a look around inside of a comparable Mazda 3 or Honda Civic and you'll see what I mean. Where it shines is here, on the open road and for long distances. You go a long way before the fuel gauge even moves and a whole lot longer before it nears empty. And it's quiet and fairly relaxing and feels secure and planted, and in all it amounts to a pretty nice place to be. Just a final note, be sure to check the fuel economy ratings of the diesel versus gas engines to help you do some math and decide if diesel power in this machine is worth the extra cost for you. Thanks for watching.